Hey, are you pointing it at me? Hey? Hey? Oh. What's my best side, you reckon, eh? Hey? What do you reckon? All right, then. Hold on a sec. Just got to pop inside, take me shopping in.
Which camera?
There's only one.
There is only one. Got it. Right. So are you just going to fire questions at me, then I kind of rock and roll them back to you, or what?
You just listen and respond?
Just listen and respond. Got it. Right. No problem. Sin problema, as they say in Espanol. Ready? Yes, I'm ready. Good to go. Ready. Good. Right. Ready.
This is MyalogueTV, interview with Jindra the Genie. Take one.
It's punch, it's pizzazz, it's Merlot, it's Shiraz, it's boy Belvedere best. I don't care who your mama is, but we know who your daddy is. It's Boyd Belvedere best, yeah. It ain't a party if Boyd ain't there. Let's cut a new hole in the backside of banter.
Gin! Better. Line?
Good evening, all you overgrown children.
Okay. Get out of my light. Hello, and welcome to... Fuck. Line again.
That's good evening, all
Yes,
you...
yes, yes, yes.
Hello everybody, my name's Dr. Figment Sreud, and you're watching Pathways to Sexual Gratification.
And Geoffrey, Geoffrey Heathcote, how you doing?
Geoffrey, my assistant Geoffrey. Thanks, Geoffrey.
Okay.
I've been making video vlogs for nigh on 4.5 years, and I'm here to help you get what you need from life. And what do you need? Sexual gratification. I'm here to help.
To Kill a Mockingbird, Harper Lee, published 1960. The Great Gatsby, F. Scott Fitzgerald, 1925. 100 Years of Solitude, Gabriel Garcia Marquez, 1967. In Cold Blood, Truman Capote, 1965. Metamorphosis, Frank Kafka, 1915. Brave New World, Aldous Huxley, 1932.
Hi everyone and namaste. Now, if you're new to the class, I'd just like to gently invite you into the space and wish you a very warm welcome indeed. Now, I long for the day that I can do that in person with maybe a firm handshake or even a cheeky little hug, remember them? No, but really, touch is such a rare thing in these uncertain days. So let's all just take a quick moment to close our eyes. And mentally touch one another with our hearts and our minds and our souls. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. really good, everyone. Okay, let's keep things moving with a little finger warm-up because we don't want to get cramp in our hands when we're grasping onto those handles now, do we?
Hi there, I'm Stephen Spoke, and I'm the Deputy Director of the National Standards of Cycle Safety throughout England. And I'm here to give you a bespoke lesson in cycle safety and navigating your way around Britain's busy roads. As you may notice, we drive on the left side of the road in England, but we're not in England right now. We're inside my mind.
Hi, I'm Tiffany Touchcloth, and you're watching The Joy of Toilet Texting. I'd like to thank you for allowing me back into your home. If this is your first time watching me, then I'd like to extend a personal invitation for you to drag out your digital devices. I tell you what, let's have some fun.
Oh, hold on. Oi, Linda, how you doing? All right? You off to the old... I've been up since 6, and I been up since 6, done all my exercise at night, yeah. Well, with a body like this, yeah, you crack on, you get on. Yeah, oh, oi, give my love to Wendy, won't you? Don't forget, yeah, lovely. Cheers, love. Well, there you go, eh? See her, eh? See her, eh? See her, eh? A keen lesbian, isn't she? A keen lesbian, isn't she? Lesbian. And you know what's important to the lesbians, isn't it? It's the acts, isn't it? It's the acts what's important to lesbians, isn't it? Is it like the cunningly worded Nullity of Marriage Act 1971, what made it illegal for two women to get married? I mean, what you got to remember is we're talking about two people what loves each other, totally devoted, like Linda and Wen. Yeah, totally devoted, but weren't allowed to get married. Yeah. And they had to wait till the 2004 Civil Partnership Act to get a sniff of equality. Only a sniff, mind. And another 9 years for the Marriage, open brackets, same-sex couples, close brackets Act. Yeah. God. Fucking lesbians, eh?
I was just this kind of normal sub-Saharan girl clambering over the desert, and my foot stumbled across... Well, it was this little guy here. I mean, I've always been naturally curious, really, so I did what anyone would do. I picked it up, I gave the surface a little rub, and whoosh! Out popped this gin, or as you people in the West like to call it, a genie.
I mean, if you'd have said to me over 3,000 years ago, Jindra, that is actually my real name, you're going to be stuck in a lamp for the next 3,000 years. I'd have screamed, holy hell, in your feckless fucking face! Sorry about that. Sorry.
North, south, east, west, set your compass and your rumpus to Lifestyle Hacks with me, Boyd Best, lifestyle guru and all-round who's who. So let's get right into it, shall we? Nanna, for fuck's sake. I'm sorry. Nanna's got no feeling in her fingers, nor in her heart for that matter. 7 stents, though. People often say to me, Boyd, how do you do it? And do you know what my answer is? How do I do what? Which leads me swiftly and seductively through to lifestyle hacks numero uno. Be crystal clear, guys. Transparent. Naked. No, not like that. No, Nanna, not like that.
Good evening, all you overgrown children. My name's... Well, I was going to use my stage name, but seeing as I'm being sued by Hello magazine for glassing a... Let's be kind and say journalist. I'm forced to use my real name, Stella Stiletto. It's not much, but when your Italian stepfather threatens to write you out of the will if you don't show some gratitude, you'll call yourself just about anything. So, let's stick with Stella, shall we? And we'll all get through this together. Line.
This is Stella Stiletto, and you're watching Bittersweet Bedtime Stories on MyalogueTV.
Need I repeat that? They've got that bit. Now what?
You tell your bedtime story.
Yes, of course. Places, everybody, and it's tight on me. Shooting in 5, 4, 3.
So many of us walk around, we don't know what we're doing, we don't know what we want, but deep inside of us there's a need, a primal need. Are you scared of that intimidating other sex? Well, don't be, because I'm here to calm your nerves when it comes to that taboo subject, sexual gratification. We've all done it. Some of us have never had it. Some of us may never get it. But there's hope. There's always hope, my children.
Lord of the Rings, J.R.R.R. Tolkien, 1954. Jane Eyre, Charlotte Bronte, 1847. Crime and Punishment, Theodore 1984, George Orwell, 49. That was books I've never read.
So we'll begin by just moving our fingers to warm up the muscles in our hands. And then maybe just moving the fingers in such a way as to indicate how you would touch somebody you hadn't seen in, how long has it been since the pandemic began? 6 or 7 months? 6 months. It's just shut down so many parts of our normal human interactions. You know, that delicate, precious intimacy that we all need and would do anything to recapture.
As you may notice, some of the eagle-eyed viewers amongst you, I've got with me my cycle bell. And I want to talk about the use, or rather misuse, of your cycle bell. Its main use is more about alerting people of your proximity on cycle paths, or a gentle warning for pedestrians who may stray on your cycle path. Get out of the cycle path, you pig-ignorant biped! The national standard aligns with the national standard for driving mopeds and motorcycles that underpin driver and rider training. My path, my cycle lane!
Now, it wouldn't be amiss of me to say you've caught me with my pants down, except I'm not wearing any. As you can see, I'm adorned in a gentle summer frock that allows for free passage, the swift evaporation of any excess moisture, and fundamentally protects my sacred modesty.
Percy, how you doing, old Percy? Yeah? You all right there? You're off to the old hospital, eh? Off to the old head doctor? Yeah, mind how you go, eh? Yeah. I've been up since 5, mate. Done all my exercises, haven't I? Yeah, well, with a body like this, yeah, you crack on. Don't want to be late. Don't want to be late for the old doctor, eh? Hey, mind how you go, eh? See him, eh? See him, old Percy. He's a bit, in a what's the name, isn't he? In a bit of what's the name, isn't he? And there he is, on this busy street, tottering along, a danger to himself and all the other road users he is. You know what's wrong with him? Don't you? He got PTSD, hasn't he? PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, caused by his service to this country in the Second World War. Yeah, 3rd Leicestershire Regiment, 3rd Division took its toll, mate. Took its toll, it did. And when he left the army, when he was demobbed, did the army, the government of the day, help him out? The hell they did, nah. And he would be nowhere today if it wasn't for the old trauma-focused cognitive behavioural therapy and the eye movement, desensitisation and reprocessing. Yeah, poor old Percy. Lovely old boy. Lovely old boy. Deserves a lot better than what he's getting, I'll tell you that.
But I broke the cardinal rule, so to speak. But that was years before Catholicism, so cardinals didn't exist, but you get my drift.
No, sorry. What do you mean?
Well, I failed the ultimate test. You know, the one that separates the selfish from the selfless, the generous from the greedy, the humble from the arrogant.
What test was that?
Wish for more wishes.
Sorry, can you speak up?
I wish for more wishes, all right? Okay? So, yeah, I've only got myself to blame, really. That, my human friends, is the way of the djinn. Chin chin.
Now let's take the simple question. How are you? And observe aspiring actor Quentin Cruntin asked that same simple question of his job centre advisor. Nanna, darling, cut there, darling. Cut there now. Cut. How are you? Pathetic, absolute drivel, dribbling idiot. Now, this is what he should have done. How are you feeling, me?
Good evening, all you overgrown children. I hope you're all snug as a bug in a rug, if you're anything like me and won't settle for anything less than duck down feather. I hope you're all in a comfortable and mortgage-free place. Let's just all take breath and reflect on the busyness of our minds, the frantic nature of our lives, the rough and tumble of modern-day existence. Let's not dwell on trite and pedantic things like our agent dropping us, or missing out on that Dove commercial, or that cantankerous cow in casting who's sleeping with the director. Let's put all negative thoughts to one side. Slut.
By watching my 10-module program, you'll learn how to deep dive into all sorts of sexual situations and come out sailing and smiling. We'll deal with rejection ratio, 99:1, chat-up lines, successes, failures, embarrassing Tinder moments, swipe with my mum again, French kissing, sans tongue, one of my own techniques, friends with benefits, loads of people are on universal credit now, seductive smiling, hugging with intent, orgy watch with Geoffrey, swinging, do's, don'ts, and why not? And don't forget, love curve, a statistically inaccurate graph that shows you the absolute peaks of sexual gratification. I'm so looking forward to welcome you into my world and my life. Thanks for watching, and it's going to be a ride. So we cut there? Was that all right? Geoffrey, it's far too bright. Can you turn the lights down, mate?
Kim, you told me to turn them right all the way up.
Well, I didn't mean that bright. Now it looks like, you know.
Well, how bright do you want them then? Do you want it bright or do you...
The Wizard of Oz. Victor Fleming, 1939. Citizen Kane, 1941. Director Orson Welles. The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. Das Kabinett des Dr. Caligari, 1920. Director Robert Wiene. Casablanca, 1942. Director Michael Curtis.
So, keeping your eyes closed, and your mind wide, wide, wide open, and really touching that person with your mind's eye and heart and soul, of course. And just imagining now that your fingers are the physical manifestations of your, most divine love. And just allowing those fingers to really express themselves as if indeed they had a mind of their own and a whole, that is a goal that they are pursuing. And if it helps you to focus, you could just use one finger, just warming up the muscles, maybe turning in short little circles. Yeah. No, okay. If one's not enough, you might want to use two. So
just sort of working them together to poke and prod and penetrate any negative feelings you might be having. Any feelings of guilt or shame, just get deep inside those feelings and just clear them all away.
Or even any feelings of deep-seated frustration that you might feel from not having your needs met for 6 months, for God's sake.
The national standard is a holistic statement of cycling competence for all people. For fuck's sake, Nanna! This is a katana. It has been used by the samurai since the 10th century. It can cut through trees, rocks, human flesh. It also cuts a swathe through the incessant backchat of provocative passers-by and those that dare stray onto my cycle path. This sword has cut kingdoms in half. Do not test me.
And so we begin our seated journey together, perched peacefully on a warm preheated seat, in loose-fitting clothes that won't chafe in the 2 or 3 hours we plan to be here. If you're a rapid toilet texter, and trousers is the name of the game, then remember, we want a respectable belt-to-floor ratio. Keeping the trouser line about knee-high is always a good rule of thumb. Anything more, and we're getting into dangerous waters. Tiffany's toddlers are drowning.
Oi! Ah! Oh, I've seen no one. Oh, Simo! Hey, Chiggy, how you doing, eh? Hey, are you alright, Dad? Off to the old co-op, eh? The new one, eh? Oh, yeah, yeah. I've been up since 4, mate, yeah. I've done all my exercises, haven't I? Well, with a body like this, you know. You crack on, mate, you crack on. Don't want to be late for old Mr. Bossman. Don't want to get a bollocking, do you? No. Oi, Amber Garsley, mate. Amber fucking Garsley, yeah. Yeah. You see him? You see him? That imp, that black fella, yeah, Simo, yeah, you know where he's from? You know where he's from, don't you? He's Africa, innit? Fucking Africa. That's where he's from, yeah, yeah. And we're all them Africans, yeah, and he's not only an African, is he? He's a proud Zulu, is Simo, yeah, and you know what his name means? It means gift. And if you put it together with Wee Sizwe, it means gift of the nation. You know, like Umkhonto with Sizwe, the spear of the nation, the armed wing of the African National Congress. What Simo's dad fought and died in to get rid of the apartheid government and all its racist doings, yeah. Proper hero he was, yeah. When he knew what was coming his way, he sent his wife and little kiddies, Simo and his brothers and sisters, to this country. Yeah, proper national hero he is. And what does that hero son get here on these streets? What does he get? Abuse. That's what he gets. Verbal abuse. People say horrible things to him. The other day, somebody spat at him. I'll tell you something else for nothing, mate. That Simo is a gift to this here community, is. Yeah, volunteering all over the place. Charities, churches, mosques, temples, the whole lot. He's a real diamond, he is. Yeah. Oh, Simo. Oh, Simo the African, yeah.
I mean, the flying bit is amazing. Any star, any planet, any time. Mars, Venus, Jupiter. Have you ever been to Jupiter?
No.
Well, let me tell you, mate, pretty bloody cool.
I imagine it...
Well, I don't actually need to imagine, mate. I've been there over 6,000 times, but I'm not counting. I am.
So while you lot are wasting your time making MyalogueTV, this Genie's astral plane in the bloody planet. Extreme loneliness. Ooh, that stings me a little bit, actually. A lot of nights in, let me tell you. Just me and the plush pillows. Perhaps the odd ghost dog. A cat made of smoke. But nothing you can actually pet, you know? Nothing that sticks around for too long. As for love, well, as we say in the trade, if you've got a bit of padding, you can always get Aladdin. So, yeah, every cloud, eh? Every cloud, eh? Sorry, do you get that? Get Aladdin. Get Aladdin. Yeah, it's a bit of an inside joke.
The eyes are focused. The lips are moist and poised. The voice is confident, if a little intrusive. And the legs are wide, man spread open, inviting the recipient into your world. Now, notice the change of words from how are you to how are you feeling me.
For now is the time when we release our worldly ways, let go of mental mutterings, and let the Sandman fill our bodies with his magic sleep dust. Quick disclaimer. If a stranger approaches and offers you some dust, don't say yes. Tonight's bittersweet bedtime story tells the story of a young princess. Let's call her Bella. Bella was one of the most beautiful, talented, and sweet-scented princesses in all the kingdom, the united one, that is. She was also massively undervalued, woefully misjudged, and harshly treated by the critics and media in general. Bella had been top of her drama school, which, incidentally, was one of the top drama schools in London. Back when being in a top drama school actually meant something and carried any real currency. Unlike the Dead Sea of talentless fops, swimming lifelessly on the surface of their own fragile egos, prostituting themselves on YouTube and TikTok.
The road to sexual gratification is a very long, hard, and painful one. And it is rife. One must draw deep on one's pride and one's sense of self to get through it. This graph that I've crafted, which is completely 100% statistically accurate, shows the love curve, if you will, of that rocky, painful, come with me and let's explore it together. This line going erectly up represents the sexual gratifications, the number of sexual gratifications. The bottom line represents the age. As we go through life, we get older. It's quite fascinating. This 0 represents the bornhood. This represents 100 or plus. That's when you probably won't live to. The road is a very topsy-turvy one, and it is rife with rejection after rejection after rejection, after a peak rejection, after a rock-bottom rejection, after rejection after rejection, and so on and so forth. How can we deal with this rejection? How can we get through it? Well, we get through it like we do anything. We just keep going and hope that one day, me, you, everybody will reach that wonderful goal of sexual gratification. We're not looking for thousands, we're just looking for one.
Modern Times, 1936, director Charlie Chaplin. The Kid, 1921, director Charlie Chaplin. It happened one night. 1934, director Frank Capra. The Third Man, 1949, director Carol Reed. Le Grand Illusion, The Grand Illusion, 1938, director Jean Renoir. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, 1937, director several of them. Those were films I've never seen. Some of them are in black and white. Bit boring.
And if you are anything like me, you might want to use your whole fists.
Just really warming up those hands, just taking your time. Oh, yeah, that feels good. Doesn't that feel good? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And just bring that in now. Just bring that all the way into the heart center. Namaste. Now open your eyes, and if you need to, close your legs. Okay, so that should have warmed you up nicely and got you in the mood for the main part of the workout. The reason why we're all here. Climactic cycling with Clem and Tina. And I just want to say such a huge, big thank you to all the 3 billion viewers who are watching live today. I mean, numbers just keep going up, and the ratings. And I want to let you know that I literally feel every single eyeball on me, and boy does it feel good to know that we're all just getting a little bit hot, wet and sticky together. Namaste, guys. Seriously, namaste.
The national standard promotes systematic routines and independent decision-making that underpins safe and responsible cycling.
This is the taki, a blade used by the samurai since the 15th century, translated as long blade. Most blades normally come to around the region of 60 centimeters, but there is no limit to how long the blade may be.
The national standard promotes the use of the primary and secondary riding positions. These are defined by John Franklin in Cyclecraft, the complete guide to safe and enjoyable cycling for adults and children, 4th edition, TSO, London, 2007, pages 87 and 88.
Before we begin, I just want to settle into the seat, feeling comfortable and alert, safe in the knowledge we're both ready to send and receive. And just a little body shake, just a little happy shake to make sure we shake out any stuckness we might have in the body or in the bowel. Good. And one last tip. Oh. Shy little turtle. Snuck back inside, have you? Well, this is perfect timing, as we're now going to practice what I like to call the stomp and romp, a technique that smokes out any shy turtles, whilst at the same time keeping pins and needles safely at bay. So, it's a left and a right movement. Watching me now. A left and right, and left and right. Left, right, and you can go on and on and on, and this is really just a chance for you to get tough, let go of any frustrations, any hostilities, and don't be afraid to give it a little bit of violence. And I say that specifically to the task at hand, and also more specifically in life. And the turtles in the water.
Oh, Ahmed, Amira, how you doing, eh? Hey, you off to drop the kiddies at school, eh? Before popping out to the council, are you? Eh? Yeah? Well, you mind I go. I've been up since 4, ain't I? 4 o'clock, done all me. Yeah. You crack on. I don't hold you up. Don't hold you up, eh? Yeah? Well, you go on and sort out them jobs first, won't you? Yeah? Mind how you go, eh? Yeah. You see them, eh? See them? Them two, eh? You know what they are, eh? Flipping refugees, ain't they? Flipping refugees. Flipping refugees. Yeah, them two there, walking down the road. And you know where they're off to, don't you? You know where they're off to. They're benefits office, aren't they? They're off to the benefits office, them two. They're going to work there as interpreters, aren't they? They're helping other people what can't talk English proper like. Yeah, them two. Yeah, they were in Syria in the Civil War, yeah. Civil War they were. Finally made their way to a refugee camp in Beirut, didn't they? Yeah, with some of the extended and, Ahmed's brother and his family never made it, did they? No. But finally they got themselves a stowaway on a ship and come here to this here country, didn't they? Yeah, made a bit of a life for themselves, didn't they? But they may have got away from the horror, but the horror hasn't got away from them, has it? Nah, the memories, innit? The memories, innit? Yeah, the fucking loss, a total fucking loss. Ass, job, all fucking country, all gone for them. And playing on their mind, the trauma in their heads, eh? Yeah, fucking refugees, eh? Flipping refugees. What a life, mate. What a fucking life they have. Huh?
Joke. Anyway, point being, I can magic a man if I want one. Or a woman. There's a lot of queer genies, let me tell you. We have a genie pride. We're wide awoke. Potion? Potion, anyone? Anyone want a bit of potion? Potion. Potion.
So, Jindra, is there...
Jindra.
Sorry, Jindra.
Thank you.
Sorry. Is there a way out?
Do you know what? That is a really great question. There is a way out, actually, and it's actually pretty simple. It's exactly the way I got myself in here. All you need is for some dumb, unsuspecting person to come along and...
Yeah?
Top up.
Sure, but do you want to...
Top up.
Okay.
Oh, lovely.
What we've done is that we've actually introduced a physical verb, feeling, and a subject pronoun, me. And in so doing, we have formed a bond, a connection, possibly tactile. The result will be, in reconstruction A, that Quentin Cruntin will be taken away and may be hoisted out by security. But in reconstruction B, he is well on his way to achieving his universal credit, which will tide him over until his next Butlins gig. Now, one thing, I do all my own reconstructions. Yeah, okay. All right, Nanna, will you just segue that practice sequence into that?
Is it perfume from my dress that makes me so digress? That's T.S. Eliot, darlings. Or, as you probably know him, that bloke that inspired Cats. Yes, I saw the movie. And as one particularly apt reviewer put it, you can take Judi Dench to a bowl of milk, but you can't make her drink. Seriously. When will that bitch die?
Now it's the exciting part of the show where we go all the way over to our man in the field, Geoffrey Heathcote. Where is he today? I think he's in Las Vegas. Geoffrey, how are you?
Hello, Figment, can you hear me?
Yeah, but I think we've got a bit of a funny sat-nav signal.
Okay, I can just about hear you. I'm doing really well. There's girls everywhere. I'm just playing some... It's like Rain Man. I'm just playing some craps and casino games, and there's bloody women everywhere.
I don't know how you do it, Geoffrey. And what's the weather like? What's the atmosphere? What's the vibe?
Yeah, it's really hot. It's bloody hot. I mean, I'm going to have to get my bikini outfit on soon and see some pretty girls, but not now, you slags. I'm talking to my friend. Anyway, I've got to go.
Okay, you're like David bloody Hasselhoff the way you hassle women.
Hi there. My name's Geoffrey, and I'm in Las Vegas, the city of sin and pretty girls. I'm going to show you a few tips on how to get yourself some girls. Here comes one now. Hello there, you're very nice, aren't you? You've got lovely hair. I'm from England. Anyway, not now, I'm trying to do a video with my friends. Anyway, I'm going to show you some tips how to get some pretty girls. See, in America, they call chips crisps and crisps chips, but these are chipsticks. They're salt and vinegar flavour, and the pretty girls love them. Do you want one? Take one then. Okay, back to the studio with you, Figment.
The Statue of Liberty, New York, USA. Eiffel Tower, Paris, France. Great Wall of China, Beijing, China. Taj Mahal, Agra, India. The Colosseum, Rome, Italy. The Pyramids of Giza and the Sphinx, Egypt. Sydney Opera House, Sydney, Australia. Golden Gate Bridge, San Francisco, USA. That was places I can't actually be fucked to see. I've got the internet. Why bother?
Okay, so now we're all primed and groomed. Let's just change the music to something a little more upbeat. Oh, there we go. Something to get us in the mood for all the riding we're about to do. Okay, you should all have your exercise bikes in front of you, but hang on. We are not going to jump on just yet because we need to make sure that a bike is ready for us. And if you're anything like me, you like a nice firm grip, but with enough movement so that you don't get too much friction while you're clutching onto those handles. Okay, so I just soften them up with a bit of this. Lube tube. And you just want to really enjoy yourself here. So we use lots of this. This is really going to help, very, very good for manoeuvrability.
And you can get a nice stretch and then you just put it all over. Just all the way down to the base and around the top, keep it moving nice and freely. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's really good. So yeah, just keep it moving freely.
And if you are a safety nut like me, you might want to throw a bit of extra protection on there. So I just use these.
And what you want to do is just come over, nice and gently rolling it on all the way down to the bottom. That's good. You see, Mother always said, you see, always wear a helmet.
And let's face it, ladies, two heads are better than one.
The way of the samurai is not an easy path. It requires total dedications to one's emotions, requiring non-mastery and alignment with oneself. Anger, despair, hatred have no place in the role of the samurai. He is at one with the internal voices that guide him on his path, and removes the external voices that may try to knock him off his cycle path. The primary cycling position is in the center of the leftmost moving traffic in the direction of travel. The secondary riding position is about 1 meter to the left of the moving traffic.
So by now, should be feeling pretty warmed up and ready to text. Now, as you can see, I've got most of my devices around me because I never want to say you can only text on the toilet. We can't be fundamental about these things. And people often say, Tiffany, is it okay to send an email or two while dropping the kids in the pool? And my answer is always the same. This is your world. You're the creator. Just don't forget to log your time. Now, I would advise against watching the entire box set of Wallander. Not because of the deep vein thrombosis that will set in, I can handle that, but because it's so painfully crap. Okay guys, we're almost at flush 1, so it's time to pick up your device, see who's online, and get those fingers tapping in overtime.
That's right. We'll make you a big Hollywood director. The biggest, in fact. We'll make you bigger than Spielberg. You want that, don't you? Yeah. Drink up. Drink up.
Roll up! Roll up! Come and get your bloody wishes! This genie's granting them all night long, baby! Get your wishes out! Yeah! Wishes! Wishes!
So, we've got you the big shot director gig. We've got you the woman of your dreams, the one with the massive personality. But what about the car? Vroom, vroom. But what about the big bad house on the big bad hill? I mean, what about the hill itself? I mean, everyone wants a hill, don't they? I'll make you Bilbo bloody Baggins, baby. But you're at 2 already. If only there was a way to get you more.
You've been watching Boy Best on... You've been watching Boy Belvedere Best on MyalogueTV. Join us next time for Boy Best bedroom banter with Bite and sex chatitude for virgins. Don't miss it. What? What do you mean you are tired? You've been having back the valerian tea all the afternoon. It's like crack cocaine. Oh, cough, boy.
Anyway, Bella's rise to fame and fortune seemed to know no bounds, with each new booking on Midsummer Murders, Casualty, Holby. It literally looked like she was heading for the top. Hollyoaks. But just as everything was looking like a done deal, as the contract was with her agent and all she needed to do was sign, the experimental art movie she made in Berlin spanked, pooped, fucked. A bold response to the Hollywood blockbuster Eat, Pray, Love went viral. She was dropped by her agents, and all her contracts were cancelled. I should have been a pair of ragged claws, scuttling across the floors of silent seas. Fortunately, the good people at MyalogueTV saw Bella for the innate, genius, and dynamic, character-driven tour de force she was, and offered her an expenses-only gig on their potentially county-wide channel, telling bittersweet bedtime stories to bored, talentless, gullible, insomniac creatures like you. Line.
And the moral of this story is...
You're so damn intrusive. Come on.
Good night.
Good night.
Bittersweet dreams.
And bittersweet dreams. You bunch of...
You've been watching Pathways to Sexual Gratification with me, Dr. Figment Sreud.
And me?
You've been watching Pathways to Sexual Gratification with me, Dr. Figment Sreud.
And me, Geoffrey Heathcote.
Remember, always believe in yourself. And
Believe in yourself.
believe in yourself.
Try not to stroke too many women's hair in toilets.
We want to leave you with a couple of tidbits that you can take into your day, and before you know it, the chicks will be falling all over you.
They're not falling off a cliff though, like the last one, because she fell. I didn't push.
We're taking you from a relationship of trust
to a relationship of trust.
That'll put the pride
back in your stride.
Pheromones aren't given,
they're taken.
We're here to take the boner
and not be a loner.
Take the boner out of the loner.
Take the boner out of the loner? I thought you didn't want to put the boner in the loner.
Get your mojo going, and the chicks will come
crying,
flowing. Get your mojo going,
and the chicks will come flowing.
Yeah, and we'll make you from sad geek
to absolute freak.
To sex freak. From sad geek
to sex freak.
Good luck, everybody.
Okay, bye.
Wingsuit flying, high lining, volcano boarding, free diving, deep sea diving, cage wrestling, astral planing, bare hand, bare baiting, in the nude. Yep. Done all that. Rob's done more than anyone else in the world.
Wait, there's more, much more. I punched a shark. Yes, I did. And I ate a scorpion. And that was after it stung me. Yes, look, it's all documented here. There's reams of the stuff. I'm a really dynamic person. Oh, wait, I had a threesome. No, a foursome with Joan of Arc, Henry VIII, and Daniel Radcliffe. And that was on a Monday. That's pretty impressive, isn't it? Wait! Do you like me? I can juggle. I can flip pancakes. I've got a tattoo on my bum that says Mum, M-O-M. And when I do a handstand, it says whoa! Oh, please, just get to know me. Please. That was desperate moments in my sad life. Okay, let's shuffle over to the seat. Now we're actually just gonna loosen that off a bit here. Loosening it off. And voila, it's come off. We've managed to pull it off with hardly any effort at all. Thank God Jupiter isn't in retrograde. And we're just going to toss that off as well. Put that with the others, love. And now, it's my favourite part of the workout. Mounting the bike. I tell you what, I'm just going to mute myself for a moment because I need to adjust the bike to my frame. And I might disappear off camera for a bit, but don't you worry because you should see me bopping up and down while I sort myself out. Now, as you know, I'm a registered charity, so keep those donations sailing in. Even £100 is, well, acceptable. But just think of the karma you're creating by putting in a little bit more. And if for some reason we get cut off or I get yanked off air like I did last week, I'm safe in the knowledge that you've contributed something to our climactic time together. folks. Just a little technical hitch there. Thanks, guys and gals. Well, looks like we peaked too soon, because that's all we've got time for. Peace and love to you all. And remember, always work hard for a climactic finish on those bikes. Namaste.
Contrary to popular opinion and the depiction of the samurai in Hollywood, the samurai is mainly non-violent and will only use violence in extreme circumstances to defend himself, his master, and the ones he loves. In extreme circumstances, he may take his own life, if needs be. But the samurai, he will never break his code! Will you please just stay out of the cycle lane?
Now, what we're aiming for this time round is to hone two techniques. Mobile message motions, whereby our tapping fingers are in rhythm with the approaching deposit. And two, send synergy, where the event horizon, so to speak, syncs in perfectly with the moment we hit send. And you can have your very own Tiffany touchdown. And remember, in our world, there are no mistakes. In our world, we only have happy accidents. You've been watching The Joy of Toilet Texting on MyalogueTV. I've been Tiffany Touchcloth, and you've been such a joy to watch me. And remember, happy texting.
You have to do your exercises then. What do? Run, swim, jump, weights, Pilates. Pilates? Are you flipping? That's for beginners, mate. That is for beginners. Yeah, they got beginner stuff. Might compliment me Kundalini yoga and the transcendental meditation, what I've been doing for 50 years, even though I'm only 45, cheeky.
Why did you keep screwing the lines up?
I've got white wheels.
Yeah, we'll go and change. Honestly, you're a real disaster case, Geoffrey. Don't sit on the sofa.
Oh Christ, it's going down my leg.
My mum's just steam cleaned it.
It's going down my leg. Mummy.
You're supposed to be in Vegas. Do you want a cup of Ovaltine?
Yes, please.
Some crisps.